Welcome to Soft Bad Monkey, a safe space for savages. This podcast is comedy. We don't discriminate. We don't care about your race, religion, sexual orientation, or gender identity. We make fun of everyone equally. We are veterans, offensive by nature, so if there's kids in the car, turn us off. Seriously, I'll wait. We've evolved. It's still JD and Unkl Steev, but now we have Paulie. As for Jay, he's fluffing on man porn. We talk like we are in the team room, platoon space, or whatever you call it. We're meat eaters and knuckle draggers, so put on your fucking helmet because we're coming in hot. How about welcome to fucking Soft Bad Monkey with your host, Jason Delgado,
Steve Roustin,
and Paulie the Leather Tool.
Men.
Tool. Yes.
Gentlemen.
Toolman.
Sir.
He's a toolman.
Sir.
Paulie the Toolman.
Sir.
Lord. Sir. Lord. Where the fuck is my Lord paperwork? God damn it.
Still waiting on it.
I don't know, dude. I didn't know. I guess you got to do, sir. You got to slay dragons in order to be a lord.
Dude.
Apparently, I slayed dragons in Scotland.
Yep. You can't even spell Scotland, motherfucker. I'm lying. You can. You look better.
I was thinking about it. I thought it was a trick question. I was like, is there an extra T in that motherfucker?
No, you look. No, the thing is, you just.
Is there a silent U in that bitch?
You look better in a skirt.
Scoutland.
You look better in a skirt than I do. That's why.
Hey, it's a kilt.
Whatever. You wear underwear? You wear underwear all the time.
Now that I'm a lord, I can't wear underwear. It's like fucking tradition.
Did you get a Prince Albert?
I'm majestically bonded by tradition to not wear underwear.
You're into majestic bondage?
Yes, that too.
Me too. We got to get those fucking Madonna things, man, because I'm always worried about am I too close or
Nipple
fucking
claps?
too far from the fucking
Janet
microphone?
Jackson microphones.
No, it's Miss Jackson if you're nasty. But yes.
You're a freak, Steve.
That's a fucking super freak to you.
I'll throw a little bit of Rick James in that motherfucker. I see what era you were raised in. Dirty, coke-sniffing bastard.
Dude, you know fucking Rick James got arrested for kidnapping him and his wife.
Shut up.
Swear to Christ.
Well, was it crimes against humanity, like some fucking pimp shit?
No, he and his wife were on a fucking significant cocaine bender, right? So they bring this chick home from the club and they keep her ass fucking tied up for a couple of days and fuck the shit out of her. And then they let her go, right? Because it's fucking Rick James. He's like, it's all fun and games. She goes to the cops, man. Yeah. And fucking bring up charges of kidnapping and shit. True story.
I heard he was a pimp.
Dude, that motherfucker's hard as nails. I don't know. Is he still alive?
I doubt it.
I doubt it too, man.
Yeah. Everybody say he was a psycho. You remember the fucking Eddie Murphy story where he was fucking rubbing his dirty ass boots on their couch?
And they beat the dog's balls off.
Yeah, because he said, fuck your couch, and started rubbing.
Well, and also remember, he got in a fucking fight with Charlie Murphy, Eddie's brother.
Yeah.
And he said, what did the five fingers say to the face? Slap! And then Charlie Murphy, he's fucking shocked.
He said he front kicked that motherfucker in the chest.
After he slammed his fucking head into the bar.
He did a Daniel Silva too.
Wow. Dude, Charlie Murphy was
Anderson Silva, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy's a big dude. That fucking guy grabbing you by the head and then slamming your fucking head into the bar, for Christ's sake.
Charlie Murphy died.
Yeah, that's too bad. He's a funny dude.
Was it lupus he had or something like that? Leukemia?
I don't know. Something with a Lou in it. Maybe
lose.
Lou Ferrigno butt fucked him or something. No?
That would kill you.
Dude, that's the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
That's what I'm talking about. You know who we're having on the show today?
Yeah, what a segue.
Let me tell you. We talking about the Incredible Hulk fucking somebody in the ass, and we go right to Will Chesney, who wrote a book, No Ordinary Dog.
Nice. About
his dog Cairo, because him and his dog Cairo took down were on the op taking down Osama bin Laden.
Do you know the appropriate way to say Osama?
I know.
Okay, I just want to make sure. No, it does sound good that way.
No, it sounds, it's what the fuck, what did I say? The fucking mama huevos.
Yeah, that's like calling jalapeno cheese jalapeno cheese.
No, it's Japalino.
There you go.
Japalino.
Or instead of saying Al-Qaeda, you say Al-Qaeda.
Okay.
Yeah. I get it.
I just say
phonetically correct.
Just say the fucking fortress and fuck everybody up. Because that's like an Arabic reference. You know what I'm talking about, right? The last fortress of Islam, Al-Qaeda.
Is that what that is?
That's what that means.
Yeah, I don't know enough to.
Nah, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Me neither. I know enough to know that I don't know enough. But anyway, we're having Will Chesney on today.
Awesome.
Fucking talk about a fucking hard dick dragon slayer. SEAL Team 4, Red Cell, fucking Dev Group, the whole fucking thing. Gets out, gets beat up a little bit, gets out, doing everything he can to move the football down the field and help as many dudes as he can. Solid cat, doing the fucking right thing the right way. Typical dude, though, came from nowhere, had nothing, jumped into the military, jumped into the SEAL teams. Bam, now he's doing it. He's doing it.
And now he's here with us.
He's going to be after we get him on the doom, 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 doom.
That's your cue, Paulie.
That's right, Paulie. Fucking chime that bitch up.
Hit it, Paulie.
Boom, 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 boom.
Move those magic
boom,
little
boom,
digital
boom.
fingers of yours.
Paulie's got little fingers, but he's got a fucking big wiener.
Whoa, how'd you see that?
Nah, he was jerking off the other day when I walked in there. Will, what's up?
Hey,
How you doing, bro?
what's up, man? Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you so much. I did a quick segue about you being a fucking hard dick dragon slayer, coming basically from nowhere, and then jumping into the Navy, and then doing SEAL Team 4, and then jumping over to Dev Group, and then participating in the raid on Osama bin Laden, and also we're going to go into a few other things you did, but you've done a bunch of interesting stuff. Here, Polly, move out, would you? Yeah. So how's your day going so far?
It's going great, man. Spending time with some family on the holidays. How about yours? Having a good day?
Today's been pretty good, man. I spent a little bit of time on the range. But the thing is, this range fucking spoils us, man. We've been throwing our magazines on the ground. So I fixed my fucking belt. Now we're going back to a dump pouch. So it's that extra second, and it's, it's back to the drawing board. And
you got to change it up every once in a while, though, so that's good.
And when you're an old fat guy like me, it just gets slower and slower. So that's just how it goes down.
Don't you say that.
That's right.
Hey, you don't say that.
That's the second time today I got a don't say that. Well, see, because the thing is, man, I'm fucking 50 years old. These guys are all at least 10, 15-ish years younger than me. So there's certain things that I just don't know fuck about. A lot of shit that I say, people would consider offensive. And if you don't know me personally, you don't know that I'm not deliberately being a fucking asshole. But I'm a fucking asshole, and every once in a while, these guys need to tell me, "Hey, man."
Steve's life is basically a White Snake video. This generation don't understand that shit. It's like, get off the fucking hood of that Camaro, you dipshit. He's wild, dude, I swear.
So that's exactly what the fuck we got going on here. And if you're ever out this way, Will, you got to come over to the fucking studio here. Come over to the studio. Jason will throw some more ink on you, whatever. We'll go grab a steak. We'll go have some fun. We'll go do something. So anyway, you're Southeast Texas, just like, rest middle class America. Grow up, mom and dad, it's and so go through school and shit. How the fuck did you get interested in the Navy? Tell us that story.
Grew up in a trailer park. There wasn't, they weren't super poor, but we weren't rich. School was okay. I kind of lost interest. I had good grades, when I was younger, and then I kind of just lost interest. And I don't know. My grandpa was in the Navy, and I just kind of wanted to get out of the trailer park. I wanted to leave that town, and something about being a SEAL. I wanted to be in the military. I love the water, and I wanted to go through the toughest military training in the world. Selfishly, because a lot of people, when I told them growing up in the trailer park, like, yeah, I want to be a SEAL. Like, sure you do, kid. Yeah, well, sure you do. Nobody really believed me, so I'm like, all right, well, I want to get out. I want to get the fuck out of this trailer park and go do something cool, and definitely don't want to go to college. So, I don't know. Just one day I decided I'm doing it, just to prove to myself and to prove to everybody else. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I can be a SEAL. It ended up being a pretty good choice,
No, totally. So, in school? Did you have trouble sitting down and listening to the teacher and all that shit?
Oh yeah, yep. Sure did. If I was interested in the subject, I would pay attention. And I would try, like I wanted to learn, I forget, another language, try Spanish. Spanish teacher sucked. And I just, I put my head on the desk every single day. And just was like, yeah, this sucks. Checked out. And, but if there's something I was interested in, like my English teacher, she was supposed to fail me, I think. I was walking on graduation, and she's like, "You're welcome." And
She didn't want to see you again. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Probably not. But I'm like, "You're welcome for what?" I guess I wasn't paying attention. I guess I had a terrible grade. And she passed me. Supposed to be like a 68 or something.
Did you buy her? Did you get her subsequently after that a Christmas card or something? Anything to show your gratitude.
I should have.
You gotta do that, man. If she's still alive. Shit, knock on wood.
I know, right? But yeah, I even the English paper she wanted me to write. I forget what topic she gave me. I wrote it on the history of the teams or something. Like, I didn't even write what she wanted me to write. But if it was something I was interested in, then yeah, fairly smart kid.
Right on. So, did you sign up in the Navy specifically to go to the SEAL teams, or how did that work?
Yeah, that's the only thing I wanted to do. I mean, you know how it goes. You gotta want it. There's nothing else I wanted.
Right on. Did you do any type of working out or any type of prep prior to going to, or what? How'd you handle that deal?
Yeah, I did a fair amount of running. I didn't do I did some swimming, but I didn't know how to do the side stroke efficiently. So when I showed up to boot camp, I had to learn how to do the side stroke, which, so I was pretty smart, pretty fast learner. A couple of lessons in the pool, I had it down efficiently enough to pass. I passed the screeners. And once we got to buds, first or in dock, that's all we did was swim. Most of them. We spent a lot of time in the pool, so that helped out quite a bit.
Right on. How many people, if you can recall, when you were telling people that you were going to SEAL training, what was the percentage of people that told you that you were going to fucking flat out fail, and almost got a little bit of glee out of it, saying you're going to fail?
Yeah, I mean I don't know if anybody actually said that to my face, but you could just tell.
You felt the hate.
Nobody really.
I feel your hateful eyes looking at me.
Yes, I know what you're saying, but mostly my parents just told me flat to my face I was a failure. No, I'm kidding.
You got to send them a Christmas card too. Help mold you. I got a question, and I found myself in a similar predicament because I guess I kept it pretty simple, now that you look at it in retrospect. But to me, it sounded like that's all you wanted to do. And it seems to me that you accomplished a major goal in your life pretty young and early. What were the consequences of that?
It was the only thing I wanted to do. So, I mean, getting out of the Navy was terrible. It hurt, man. It's like, I almost died. I was up to like 250 pounds, drinking myself out of jobs. My hair fell out twice. My fingernails fell out. It's just.
Well, that's when you left the military.
Yeah. So, I mean, like just being a SEAL and then getting to being a part of so many awesome missions and then.
Then nothing after that. Yeah. It felt like you went from Superman to fucking supermarket man,
Yeah, I went from a trailer park in Southeast Texas surrounded by drugs and a bunch of shit. I've talked to like a couple of people, and some people do change their life, turn it around, but I couldn't trust a whole lot of people in the little trailer park. It was just full of drugs and shitty people. It is what it is. I mean, not everybody, but, there were some pretty shitty people in the trailer park. And from that, not being able to trust anybody to the team guy community, I trust everybody. I mean, I remember once there was some chick I was dating, and some other team guy asked me for the code to my front door. One of those combo locks. I was like, yeah, here's my code. And he said, you're going to give him the code to your house? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to give him the code to my house. Like, what, are you going to steal it from him? Like, that. So going from that to that, that lack of trust to you're a team guy, I trust you with my life. And then to lose that it was a pretty shitty deal.
Now I'm with you 100%, and that's like one of those questions. Like if people ask you, there's no way that they would ever understand. Like for example, you and I talked on the phone a couple times and shit. We don't really fucking know each other, but I know I could fucking give you the key to my house and say, hey bro, fucking hang out. I'll be back here in however much time. Same thing with you. It's if you have to fucking ask me why I would do that, then there's just no way you would understand it. There's just no way. Exactly. And it's like, there's just a thing, fucking some things you just don't fucking do. You say, hey, man, I need to be in your house for a couple hours. The same thing with you, same thing with you, same thing with fucking Harold. Here you go, man, I'll be back when I'm back. And it would never occur to me, you know, you might fucking drink the beer, you might eat the fucking pizza or whatever, or watch all my midget porn or something, but fucking, but that's it.
It's like being reintegrated into your own, like, previous life. You get culture shock, you know what I mean? It's like,
Totally.
It's crazy, especially being the type of men that lived in that community, that warrior culture, and then we were all goal-orientated. We had that internal competition with each other. Everything was a progression. And then you get out and there's nothing to progress, or that you see there's nothing to progress anymore. Now you're just like, what now? This shit is crazy. That's a smack in the face. I believe they call it a rude awakening.
Absolutely. So what happened?
It was tough.
No, go ahead, bro. You came back and then what? Started drinking because you couldn't sleep, and then you started drinking because you couldn't do anything else without drinking, right?
It was a vicious cycle. It was really bad. I mean, I shouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
It was really bad. I got blown up in 2012. That didn't help things. You know, loss of friends, put the booze on top of all of that. So with the TBI, I shouldn't be here. But
Yeah.
it's been out 5-6 years now, and it's been a progression. But I'm getting better and better each day. Still have plenty of issues to work with, work through.
Well, I don't think we'll ever get rid of those issues, but we can mitigate and accept, you know, and truly count our blessings. I feel like to be men standing here after facing death so many times, literally thinking that you're ready to cross that line, and then still having to deal with the reality of being here after that, I think it's a blessing and something foretelling of the future. I mean, you know, one of those purpose-filled things. I don't know. I find solace in that shit.
Yeah, I thank God every day I'm still here, and I think you got that purpose, and trying to find another good purpose.
Yeah, I mean, we're all gonna die sometime, right? Why rush the motherfucker? We gonna get there,
Dude.
Hard times. I don't know why, but you can't have the good without the bad.
Yeah,
Just got to push through the bad. Well, yeah, it's all good, man.
fuck yeah. So, I want to know what veered you towards the route of dog handling while in service, and then like the route to get there.
Well, we'll get to.
I'm sorry.
No, dude, we're totally solid, and we're gonna get into that. When you got to fucking Buds? For you, what was the most challenging part of Buds? And we're gonna get up to that, but the fucking dog handling is obviously a huge part of the deal.
You know, but people definitely want to know about Buds, man.
Then with his book, you know, No Ordinary Dog, and then he had another dog he was supposed to get but didn't, a dog named Falco, and the reason I'm bringing that up so fucking people hear that warrior's name and he's not forgotten. But in Buds, man, what was your biggest challenge in Buds?
Everything.
Everything? Fuck no, let's hear it, man. Let's hear it.
Swimming was terrible. I'm just not a strong swimmer. We didn't have a community swim team in the trailer park.
In southeast Texas, there's no fucking swim team in the trailer park. Get the fuck out of here, really? No, I get you, bro. I get you.
Swimming was pretty tough. The runs I could do pretty well, and then that was it, man. So that was my biggest one, I would say.
Right on. Is there? And if people ask this question, was there ever a time you felt like hanging your spurs up? You ever tell them, like, you know, fuck this, I'm done with this shit? Or did you just like, you know, fuck this, I hate them more than they fucking hate me, and they might be able to kill me, but at least they're not going to eat me? So what was your experience with that, quitting?
Yeah, man, I during first phase, it sucked, but I don't ever remember. I wanted to be there, legit. Don't get me wrong, it was tough, but there's not one point I can think of. I remember hearing the bell when we were sitting there eating, like, why the fuck are people quitting? I cannot wrap my mind around. We're sitting in the warm sun, we're getting food. I can remember that. Third phase, where we do the 5-mile swim. Oh man, 5.5-mile swim. I didn't know there was a time limit. I guess I wasn't paying attention or something. I don't know. But me and my swim buddy came in like, oh, you guys are redoing the swim tomorrow because you failed the time. I'm like, there's a fucking time? I'm like, that was when I'm like, and then it was a rough morning that next morning. I'm like, I don't think my legs are going to function this whole swim. And obviously, swimming was my weakest point, so fuck this. I got to do another 5-mile swim. Hell Week was the best sleep I've ever gotten by far, and then the 5.5-mile swim was the second best sleep I've ever gotten. That was great. So I remember standing there for inspection the day before. That was probably one of the times where I'm like, I mean, obviously never going to quit, but it's just like, fuck this. Oh, this is terrible. And then on the way in, I lost my fin, and of course I'm not going to. Oh yeah, that was a good one. I was like, fuck my life. Of course, I'm not going to say anything. So as I am going through the surf zone, the fin's gone. Like, I'm like, shit. Like, what's going through my mind is I'm going to just do the swim. I'm not saying anything. We already failed the swim. I'm just going to make it as far as I can with one fin, I guess. I don't fucking know. I probably wasn't going to finish the thing anyways. And then just as, I guess all that is going through my mind, they called us back in. And I'm like, holy shit, thank God. Like, we're just messing with you. You're not doing the swim. And as we're running back up on the beach, one of my best friends, Jared Shaw, is like, hey, here's your fin. Or anybody missing a fin? And he handed it to me. And so I'm like, fuck yeah. I went from terrible morning. That's probably the only time I really thought about quitting in buds, which, of course, I'm never going to fucking quit. It's just like, this sucks. To a great morning. It switched like shit morning, all the way back to like, holy fuck, this is a great day.
So did that take place in Coronado? So that's the one where you swim past the fucking elephant cage?
That was out on the island.
Oh, that's out San Clemente? Right on. What year did you graduate buds?
2002.
2002? Right on.
Don't ask me too many questions. That memory stuff.
Nah, bro. I'm not good. This isn't a test. And
the TBI flares up every now and then.
And if you fuck it up, it don't matter.
Like that.
Sorry, man. Well, because when we did the swim, it was third phase. It was before they switched it. Third phase was dive phase, and it was in Coronado. So you started to swim right there, right outside of the barracks. And then you just swam the fucking Imperial Beach Pier. You know what I mean? So the whole time you're swimming, you see that fucking elephant cage for like forever. You know?
Forever, I bet.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal, but you know, it is what it is. So you go ahead.
We had a seal swim with us. A little seal came up to me and my swim buddy. So we fucked around for a minute. We would chase that thing and he swam with us for a little while.
That's why y'all lost time.
It is. Oh, yeah, we definitely lost time. If I would have known that thing was timed, I wouldn't have been messing up so
fucking
much.
with the seal. You stupid seal.
Hey, I still would have done it maybe because there's only so many opportunities you get that.
Hell yeah, that's pimp.
No, that's fucking good shit. So you finish buds, and he goes through without rolling back. So he goes through fucking one complete time.
Good shit.
No, that's it. Just fucking the whole way through, which is good for him. I didn't have that experience. Because I'm not talented at all, but you know.
That means it just means you're harder, dude.
Yeah, I'm dumber.
Yeah, anybody that retreads, I'm like, you a hard motherfucker, boy. I don't know if I've done that yet. Especially when you don't retread where you picked up. You retread at day one.
Well, the thing with Will, and the same thing. I had fucking nowhere to go. Literally, I had fucking no home to go to. I sure as hell wasn't going out to the fucking fleet in a bunch of fucking, tight fucking white uniforms with a bunch of dudes on a boat in the middle of nowhere. That wasn't gonna fucking happen. So quitting? Nah, I don't think so, man. I'll die first.
White snake, dog. I'm telling you.
I'm fucking telling you, bro. So you get through buds and then they throw you into SQT. How was that?
It was fine. We had a good buds class. I made the best friends I ever made in buds. I mean, I made a lot of good friends in my time in the teams too, but we had a good class. A lot of good. We had fun.
How many? I'm just curious from an outsider's point of view, like percentage wise, how many of you guys move on together to the same teams and units and stuff like that? How many out of a class would be in the same team?
I think it all just depends, but on that one it seemed to split down the middle on that. I don't think we had anybody go to STD.
So they re-outfit almost every team with every buds class? Or is it like a requirement, as
I'm
needed?
I'm sure there's some requirement, especially when the war was going on, so X amount of guys they need for this billet or that billet or whatever. So, I mean, you get to fill out your dream sheet and shit where you want to go, but, sometimes you get it, but most of the time you don't. It's literally needs it where they need the guys.
That's cool.
That's it. It was wherever you needed the dream sheet. I didn't know the dream sheet. I was like, we get a dream sheet? What's this?
Yeah, I didn't even know if I wanted to go to laugh at you.
Yeah, they just
just laugh at you.
we just want to disappoint you again.
That's like when the guys go on MSG duty and like, oh, where's your dream place to go? I want to go to Brazil. All right, Africa. Here you go. Oh no, Sudan.
Really, go fuck yourself. That's what yeah. You're lucky you get slapped in the mouth. That's perfect. Thank you.
And you'll like it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you get to fucking SQT, did you do static line and then free fall, or how did that work?
No, we just went to static line. That's probably the worst school I ever went to.
Yeah, no, it's fucking boring as shit.
Oh.
Did you get free fall at Team 4, or where'd you get free fall?
No, I got free fall and green team.
Oh, right on. Very cool. In free when you did your first free fall jump, when they opened the door and the dudes just jumped out, how did you feel about that?
Oh, I'm not big on heights, man. I hate heights. It's like one of my biggest things. I'm not a big heights guy. So getting through free fall was the toughest part of my training.
It's a good
for
thing
sure.
you're not big on quitting more.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. CQB. I mean, I probably got close to the chopping block. I'm not trying to say I did great, but I would have much rather do CQB and put up with that stress than jumping. I still wasn't terrible, but I'm not a big heights guy. See, I learned to trust your equipment, though, huh?
No, totally. And we'll see. And I've got a couple static lines and a couple free falls as far as all that shit goes. But I remember in free fall, the first thing that occurred to me is when they opened the door and then the dudes just jumped out. I was looking at them like, fucking wow, they're serious about this shit.
My mom always asked me if my friends jumped off a cliff, would I follow? I guess this is that.
That's one of those fucking strange things. I don't know if you get used to it after a while, but still, when I'm, free fall, it's been a while, but every once in a while I'll go on my free time just to keep it current. But it's that's a fucking bizarre thing, man. When they open the door of the plane and the dudes jump out, you're still
I want to hear about the dogs.
Holy shit!
Now I got pictures in my mind of him free falling with the
dog.
Yes.
Did you free fall? Did you free fall? No, never.
No. Like I said, I wasn't a big jumper. I was proficient and I did my jumping, but I didn't.
Yeah, you wasn't with it. He was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Right on.
Yeah, we love more experienced guys. Those guys, some guys who really got into it.
Right on. So you finish SQT and then you get to Team 4. So you get to Team 4 and how's that going? And that's what you get to Team 4 and that is in 2003, right? And I'm saying you don't have. I know for a fact because you and I talked about this and I fucking wrote the shit down. So you get to fucking. This isn't a quiz. You get to Team. You get to Team 4 and then you jump in a platoon. What's that look like? How's that go?
It was great. So yeah, 2000. So we graduated 2001. So it takes a while. Shit, it's hard to remember the timeline. 2000.
You fucking him up with the dates,
Nah,
Steve.
man.
I told you he's got TBI.
After I graduate, do all the training courses, and Team 4 was good. I like Team 4. We had a bunch of great guys. Really enjoyed my platoon. The first deployment was a little slow.
Yeah, that's where you were doing a bunch of PSD shit, right?
Yep. So a little slow on that one. My second deployment with Team 4 was much better. We were in Salt City.
Right.
It was a busy place, so much better deployment that time, 6-month deployment.
Right. So you did a bunch of work in Salt City. That's your second deployment with Team 4, and then after that you come back and then you screen for Green Team. How's that go down?
It's good. A lot of guys were leaving, so it was hard to get a spot. I had to basically kick and plead. So this is just like anything else you want, just don't give up. I was basically told if I were to ask one more time, I don't know what they were going to do, but I was basically going to get my PP slapped. I asked so much, like, shut the fuck up, stop asking. And I wasn't going to get to go, but I asked one more time. I asked the right person, and he hooked me up, and I got in. So, yeah. I was told by my master chief or somebody, I don't know. They just told me stop asking. A lot of guys were leaving. A lot of guys wanted to go screen, and they were going to lose so many dudes. They needed some guys to stay and pass on the experience to the new guys coming, which I get. But I really wanted to leave, so I asked one more time, and I was like, fuck it, if I get in trouble, who gives a shit? I'm already having to stay.
And closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah, I fucking asked one more time. I asked the right person this time, and yeah, Green Team was good. It was harder than Buds.
No, of course. Well, it's another. Well, it's like Buds amplified by 1,000.
Jeez.
And then I don't know what the recall turnaround is, and then and obviously I've never been there. I don't know, but I've talked to a couple people, and I'm not going to say anything that's even remotely sensitive. But the whole time when you're going through, they're monitoring everything you're doing. So after every training evolution, they may ask you, pull you out of the fucking stack or whatever, and ask you, why did you do this? Why did you do that? So the whole time you got to be, not only the training evolutions are going on, but you have to be aware of what you're doing and be able to answer fucking questions concerning your response. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's all performance based. It's a bunch of team guys just going through another buds again, but instead of just sucking it up, it's all performance. And they know you're not going to quit. Nobody there's going to fucking quit. It's all performance. So it's very stressful. You're always on the chopping block, and you're surrounded by a bunch of bad motherfuckers. So you better keep up. You better not slip. You better, have your shit together.
I get it. It sounds like they're testing your cognitive abilities in a high stressful situation. So by asking you, they want to see how much did you actually download of that scenario, and if you can self-diagnose. Because if you can self-diagnose, then I could work with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got, just like all of us, just want to see where you're at, see where your head's at, make sure you can be put in a hostage rescue environment.
Yep.
Right on. So how was Green Team, was it a fucking good experience? Was it a bad experience? Or was it just a lengthy kick in the balls that you had to endure? Do you feel any kind of way about it or what?
All of the above. It was,
Yeah.
the guys were good. We had a bunch of good guys. It's very stressful, but I learned a lot. Some great instructors. Because just what I learned during that time was insane. Just my CQB skills alone went through the roof.
Nice.
And I wasn't even close to some of the other guys when I got to the squadron, so but still learned quite a bit. Still kicking the nuts, and it sucked. I think my hair fell out during that. No, I'm kidding.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't matter then, though. You were too busy to get laid anyway, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's too busy to do anything.
I see what you did there.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
That's segue right there. So you get out of fucking Green Team, and then you go where?
Yeah, I went showed up my squadron and deployed not too long after.
Right on. What squadron did you get? And also, like we talked about earlier, I'm not asking you to say anything that's fucking sensitive or any of that. And if we fucking do slip or whatever, we'll delete whatever the fuck that needs to be erased, because that's not what it's about, man. So that's.
I usually don't even say.
Right.
Yeah.
All right then.
Pissed enough people off, so.
You won't get it out of me.
All right.
Won't get out of me. Everybody knows anyways if it's all good.
Right on.
Stay
I love torture.
He
Life is boring.
He does. Dude, he fucking sit here and talked about how many times he lost his fucking hair, so of course he loves torture. I know he loves torture and banging midgets because we talked about it at length.
That's kind of like ice cream Sunday. Who doesn't like that?
Well, or Tuesday, whatever. Ice cream Tuesday, ice cream Sunday.
All right, the dogs. We got to get to the dogs.
So anyway, he gets through his squadron, and then he gets a chance to work with dogs.
Yeah,
so
there we go.
Tell us how that goes. Let's hear about fucking Falco first, just because he was such a fucking badass, and we don't want his name to be forgotten. So tell us the lead into that, please.
Yeah, my first deployment was when I really saw. I'd seen some demonstrations from the dogs at Team 4. Just a quick demonstration, nothing crazy, but didn't really click on how valuable they were. I was pretty young anyways, naive, whatever you want to call it. But once I got on my first deployment with my squadron, it's like, holy shit. Like, the dogs saved people's lives, especially that deployment. It was crazy. The dogs were very valuable that deployment. Not only seeing it, but just hearing guys talk about it when we got back, just the stories they would tell and guys they would find, guys trying to set up ambushes, and those dogs using their noses are very valuable. I mean, I was in a couple of HBIEDs alone throughout my career, and one of those, the dog definitely was showing some signs that helped us get the fuck out of there pretty quick, which obviously an HBID can be a house-born IED, for anybody listening that doesn't know. It was a whole house rigged with explosives ready to go off, so.
Yeah, we got snatched up with one of those in my second deployment. That's ugly, and that's as a result of overusage for that house. You know what I mean? Keep returning to that house and use it for whatever you're using it for. Next thing you know, you get fucked. Yeah.
Pretty shitty feeling running out of the house, waiting as you run out the house. Pressure, like shooting a Call of Duty off that overpressure. You're just waiting for that explosion, man. It's a pretty shitty feeling. So, yeah, and when I saw, one of my first things that I saw was Well, I was a new guy. My first school was comm school, so I think I was just very lucky to get that. And comm school, I had to kick and plead for sniper school because I really wanted to go to sniper school. Nothing wrong with breaching, but I wanted to do sniper. That was where my passion was. And I really had to fight for that one too.
Yeah,
And
that's the coveted one.
JTAG, once I got JTAG, once I saw how valuable I made myself, selfishly, I want to go on every single op. I mean, that's what we're here for. What are we doing? I mostly just wanted to go to the bar and tell everybody I'm team guy. That's what I really wanted. Okay, I wanted to go on every op. So once I saw, I was pretty, I'm smart, but I was pretty naive. But once I saw, there's these things that click in my mind, I realized how valuable I made myself. And it's like, okay, maybe becoming a medic too. Now I'm going to go on every single fucking mission because if somebody's missing, I got it. I'm good. I'll fill in that spot. I'll fill in that spot. So
that's awesome.
On my first deployment, I saw the value in the dogs, and not everybody wants to babysit a dog. Not everybody wants to be a dog guy. So I wanted to go on every single mission, and just still trying to keep up with these guys. Like everybody here wants to go on every mission, so I got to keep up with all my peers. Fuck, man, that's a lot. That's a lot. So how do I, number one, not get shit canned from this place? How do I still make myself valuable? And I love dogs, and I'm a dog person. I mean, I got 2 Malinois right here. I'm too much of a dog person sometimes, I think.
Did you have any dogs growing up in the trailer park?
Yeah, we had dogs. We had some Rottweilers, pit bulls, small dogs, terriers, but I've always been a dog person. So I'd like to babysit a dog. It was a lot of work. It's like babysitting a kid on target too. So if you're not being utilized, you're babysitting a dog. So that sucks. Yeah. But if you are being utilized, you have the opportunity to save somebody's life. On my first deployment, just however many lives got saved, it clicked, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that.
You see,
so the opportunity to save one guy, or even myself, or just use the dog once, and that's fuck yeah, I'll put in all that extra work. Plus, I'm going to make myself more valuable. So it made sense to me.
So you're saying that was the moment that just brought it all together for you when you saw the instant gratification of having a dog via not walking into a freaking HBI VBID, right, or HBID.
It was that whole deployment, just seeing the dogs in action every time.
Just wow.
So hey man, there's a thing in my book, An Ordinary Dog. It was like I remember being in the team room and we were just sitting around bullshitting. Like, hey, raise your hand if a dog's ever saved your life. And everybody's fucking hand went up. Everybody in the team. I mean, just from that one deployment alone, when I first got exposed to them, there's just so many dog stories. It's like, all right, if I can get one opportunity to use my dog to save you from getting fucking shot or from the house exploding, I love dogs. Cool, I gotta have a job. I'll take that job. It had its ups and its downs, but when I wasn't being utilized, it sucked. I had to sit there and babysit a dog while everybody else got to clear houses and do fun stuff. So I'm not saying it was the best job ever, but I definitely learned a lot.
So
learned a lot from the dog.
I got one last question for on the dog things. Being a professional dog handler on the teams and being employed as much as you are, what are the recertification time frames looking like? Do you have to recertify? What's the turnaround with dogs? Like, what if someone wants to be a dog handler? What kind of day or career could they be looking at as far as the dog's process, as far as training and all this stuff?
You go through a basic trainer or basic handler course. As far as us SEALs, I don't know if they do them in-house, but we went to Adler Horse in California. So that was a great course. I think it was 8 or 9 weeks. And I think it would actually work out better, talking to my mouth, trying to get her not jump in the pool again. It was actually good to be away from the command doing your course, I think, because if I'm by the command, I'm going to be going into work.
No, yeah.
It's good to be the fuck away from everybody and just, because it's a lot. If you're not, you can get somebody killed if you're not putting in the right effort. Training a dog is pretty hard, and I'm not saying I'm a great dog trainer or even handler. I mean, it takes a lot. I mean, I'm pretty decent, but if you fuck up, you get somebody killed or yourself killed. Mm. So just having a time away and just really diving in deep, instead of going into work checking emails, you're just immersed away from, you're one-on-one with the dog and your team. It was good to get away for a chunk of change. There's a lot to take in. And just decoying alone is huge. Just I mean, there's so much that goes into dog training. So I got to basically drop in the water on how deep you can get into it. Just what's going through the mind of a dog, how his nose works, how to use a bite suit, how to do odor detection, how to tracking. I mean, then there's a lot that goes into it. But it was a great school. I learned a lot during that school. Still had a great group of guys. Had a good time in California. Great instructors. It was just like sniper school. I learned a lot in sniper school. I learned a lot in dog training school. I think it's definitely one of the top courses I went to.
And are there no follow-on courses after that?
It's all in-house. We would have trainers, and we went on to. It's on you. Basically, it's big boy rules. Yeah. We would do our own training with the squadron in-house. We would do training with people at the kennel. We had trainers there, and we would also go to other facilities that we found were helpful. Nothing was set in stone where you had to recert. We did our in-house recertifications before deployment. Like, hey, run your dog on a scenario. You do an FMP, full motion profile, before deployment kind of thing. Usually, I think we did some of those. But even if not, it doesn't matter. You're going to get shit canned by your squadron if you're not performing. They're going to see it. Like, hey, your dog sucks or you suck, you're going to go away. You're always on the chopping block. But yeah, I guess, sorry if that kind of answers your question or not.
Yeah, no. It basically is like you said, it's in-house. So, if you guys have any subject duty experts, it's all going to be procured through the teams, which makes sense because, you have that. That's like most SF units, to where you got these, special instructors that are just only available to, certain tier assets and stuff like that. So, that's great.
Well, not only that, you're up to your peer review, too. If you can't, if the guys are starting to fucking second guess your skill level or your fucking dog's skill level and shit, your bros are second guessing it, you're fucking out of there.
Oh, no, they'll tell you. We don't.
Like, dude, you better tighten your fucking shit up or you're a memory.
Your dog sucks. Like, oh, shit.
I didn't work for the dog kennel. I worked for my squadron.
Right.
I worked for my team leader.
Nah,
if
absolutely.
he told me I sucked, I didn't care what the kennel said. They went, cool, you're not my boss. It doesn't matter. You're not deploying with me. I don't give two shits. What does my team say about me?
Right.
Yeah.
No,
it's good. If you're not going to deploy, if you're not ready to deploy, they'll let you know.
Yeah.
Which eventually happened to me. I kind of got shit canned during my team, being honest.
I lied about my last question. Did you see any nightmare situations with the dogs? Like something, not necessarily with you, but just like went totally wrong with the dogs, like a training or an evolution or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can go wrong with the dogs. Dogs don't have depth perception. Dogs can launch themselves off the second floor.
What was that? You broke up. I'm sorry.
So yeah, you always had dogs don't have any depth perception, so you always had to, like, especially during training scenarios, you have to walk through and make sure there's no broken glass, there's no open holes, you're always looking for stuff. The dog, especially an amped up Malinois going 100 miles an hour, they'll launch themselves right off the second floor. The next thing you know, you have a dead dog. We saw it there's one video in one of the shoot houses. The dog goes up the stairs, goes right over the balcony, does a flip, hits the stairs, goes right back up. Didn't even skip a beat.
Whoa.
It's basically a dog team guy going a million miles an hour. They're a lot.
Yeah, it probably didn't even register him. He's just like, got to get fucking back on.
He could broke his legs. I mean, the Mal I have now, I don't even do any work with him. He just going after the ball, which is nothing compared to going after a bad guy. He smashed his face on the side of the pool and broke a tooth, and I would have never noticed if I didn't see him do it out of the corner of my eye. I saw him do it. He hit the wall, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure he just broke a tooth. I called him over, and he would have never noticed.
Still got the ball in his mouth with a bloody tooth.
Hey, smashed it. It was broken into like 3 or 4 pieces. Perfect. It's awesome. They're a million miles an hour.
Well,
people ask me to buy a Mal. I'm like, don't buy a Mal unless you know what you're getting into.
Right. It's a different kind of animal for sure. It's funny about dogs. If a person, go ahead.
Now, what were you saying?
No, if a dog doesn't like a person, I'll trust the dog. But if a person doesn't like dogs, then I just discount that fucking person completely.
Yeah, most people like dogs. Yeah, it's good. You can be a good judge of character sometimes. That's for sure. Sometimes they're just assholes.
I don't like cat people.
Yeah, cat people are weird.
Yeah, they freak me out, dude.
How many cats you got? Too many. Good.
If they answer, I'm like, I gotta go.
Well, so I know that you were first to get Falco. You were supposed to get Falco first. That was a dog they were supposed to hand off to you, but you didn't end up being assigned him. You want to tell us that story? Only because the amount of people that he helped out.
Yeah, so Falco, he was a new dog on that deployment. We were actually having some trouble with him. They're trained to go into sort of like a bark and hold for police departments, which is the dog finds somebody and they're supposed to bark and hold them at bay, right? But can't have that where we're at because they'll just get shot. So we thought we were gonna have to get rid of them because we just didn't want the dog to die. But eventually that light bulb clicked and he shifted, and once he started figuring it out, he turned into a monster, man. He was a bad dog in a good way. He was there's definitely some good Falco stories about finding some shitbags that were trying to ambush us. But one night, two guys ran off, hid in the ditch or some shit, and they were waiting for us to come in close to where they could just light us up. And the dog out front, Falco found him. He got a hold of one guy, and before we can engage or call him off, the other guy engaged him. And
damn.
it's the same situation. Cairo got shot in when he got shot. It's just two dickheads waiting for us. The dog engages one of them. And they either shoot the dog while they're on them, or some other asshole shoots them. But it was just a little too far for us to get to him in time. Usually we don't let that happen. But
So
unfortunately, he didn't make it.
So
that's part of the job.
Nowadays, you kind of just train them from going too far forward.
It's all situational dependent.
Yeah, I guess, man.
Sometimes you have to put it out there a little bit. It just all depends on the scenario. But obviously, you don't want to. We try not to send the dogs out without having their back as much as possible.
Man,
for that reason.
Fucked up shit.
But yeah, he didn't make it. I think he died pretty quick. He got shot. He got shot a few times. I was supposed to get him. We were just about to. Hey, we were just about to return home from that deployment. We didn't have too much longer. I'd already expressed I wanted to be a dog handler, and they were going to give me Falco when we got back. So it's a shitty deal, but that's what they're there for.
Do you ever get to see them rehydrate after an op with blood mixing into the water in the bowl? I got to see that. That's pretty sick.
They bite.
Yeah, that was nuts. It looked like a pack of wolves just drinking water, just blood running off into the freaking bowl. I was like, holy shit, they did some work. Yeah, man, that's beautiful.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's the best imagery. Like, yeah, that's right. The boys went to work.
So you go back to the team area, and then you're getting ready to get redeployed, and then you get Cairo. How does that relationship start out?
It's great. See, he looks like a 70-pound wolf. Shepherd. He looks like he was in his prime. He was like 2 or 3 years old. He's a scary looking dog. He's not as huge. He's 120 pounds, but he's a lean, full, energetic Malinois that looks like a mini wolf. He's like, this thing will fuck you up. So the trust, you always treated him with respect, and that's any working dog. So the trust wasn't there at first. I didn't know him. So eventually it took just a couple of weeks, though, and it's like, you're pretty laid back. You get to feel each other out. And before you know it, he's sleeping in bed with me. But as far as working-wise, I never really had any problems with him. Say the worst thing about him was his teeth, man. He had periodontal disease. He had yuck mouth. He had a terrible breath. As far as working, though, he made my job pretty easy.
Right on. So there's a couple super high-profile missions you went on. Tell us about the Captain Phillips mission if you can.
Yeah, that was a great thing to be a part of. I had a very fortunate career. I worked my ass off, but it's very fortunate too. I didn't take any of the shots, but I would give a shout out to those snipers, to some of my good buddies. I was talking with them afterwards, and those were some no joke shots. I mean, you're on a moving ship, and they're on a moving boat, and there's an American hostage. His life is at risk, so no pressure.
Yeah.
You know, 2 moving platforms.
You
it's
got
only
this.
American at risk. Yeah, and you have to shoot all 4 of the turrets at the same time.
Wow.
So talking with them afterwards, I mean, you know, they put in their work behind the gun. You know, they knew their shit. They're fucking awesome. They're bad motherfuckers. But still, even after they took the shots, like, they couldn't sit there and wait in anticipation. They had to make sure the hostage was okay. They literally thought they were going to throw up. Like, just, they had to make sure he was good. They actually, you know, the slide for life at Bud's, right? Slide for life, slide down the rope. They actually did that to the little dinghy, just because they literally couldn't sit there and just wait, like, for them to pull the boat in. They had to get to him. You got to give them credit, man. Those are some.
That's awesome to have to be a part of a piece of history like that. Yeah, that must be great.
Good job, guys. Fucking nailed it. So, I'm not saying that lightly. That's no joke. It's a lot of pressure. They crushed it.
Nice. Good for them. And then, Sen, you also participated in the Osama bin Laden raid. How was that?
It was very successful. But
Well, I'm talking about.
Definitely.
You. Well, obviously you got the fucking troop there and everything else and all the other fucking bullshit going on. But you're there with the fucking dog, so you got yourself to worry about. You got him to worry about, and the fucking troop and whatever assets are going on. So were you fucking patrolling around the whole thing, or were you stationary on one fucking point, or how did that go?
my job that night was to do sweeps of the perimeter. I was looking for any escape tunnels.
Nice.
So the dog's biggest tool is his nose, right? So it wasn't my decision. It was all the team leaders coming up with a plan. They were just trying to make the most use out of the dog they could. They figured there'd be some sort of hidden room or some sort of escape tunnel. So that night I did a couple sweeps around to make sure, well, number one, the house wasn't rigged to blow. I mean, you know how often we see suicide vests overseas alone. So there have been a couple of HBIDs already. So it's like, we kind of expect something. So looking for any explosive odor, any escape tunnels. And once I felt the perimeter was secure, moved my way to the inside where I just started doing sweeps of the first floor, second floor, just looking for any sort of change in behavior to where there might be a hidden room or any explosive odor. And that's it. And I was just working and working until I was either called to a certain location in the house, but those guys were moving so fast and we were on a time crunch. So guys weren't fucking around. The whole thing went by really quick, but that was basically my responsibility that night, was to use the dog to the best of my ability and wait for any of the team leaders or anybody to call me into a room to search anything more thoroughly. And I was just, that was it.
Right on.
Right.
So after that, were there any other high-profile missions you went on with them?
That was it, man. The other one that I can remember after that one is the one where I fucked up and got blown up by a hand grenade. But
Well, hold on. Gotta talk about that. You can't just go past it to the hand grenade getting blown up.
yeah, it was the last mission I ever did. So I started having some drinking problems. I was going through a tough time. I lost a couple friends. No excuse or anything. Just going through a tough time. I had to pay my penance, and then on my way back, I finally I got back with my team and did a couple of ops. I think this is the last op I ever did, and it was good to. It's good to not have a dog anymore too, because that dog for a while at Cairo. It's not that I didn't miss him, but it was good to just be a shooter again.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I didn't have him with me that night, because when the grenade went off, I got 2 forced gun wounds. I took most of the grenade blast with a big fast, so it probably saved me. But I was going after a couple of bad guys. Sorry, I think he froze up again. Okay. We got pretty close to target, and I was told by my team leader to take another guy and go check out another building. And as I was sucked up, there was a little pathway against the side of the building we were on, and there was a little tree line. There wasn't much room. Guys were trying to come through, and I was just told to hold up or go to the other building. So I was trying to wait for my buddy to help him with some equipment. So I sucked it up against the wall, and as I'm waiting for my friend, one of the guys stops right in front of me and just starts shooting at the second floor window. And obviously I knew we were in contact, so I didn't move for a second because I didn't want to bump him. And as soon as he was done shooting, I made my way around him and into the field. And I was out it's me and a couple of other guys out in the open field and just waiting for some dickhead to show his face. And I kind of remember things were a little fuzzy. I never saw anybody, but just kind of heard some glass breaking. I wasn't sure if it was us, but I also kind of remember thinking, like, I wonder if that was a grenade or, I don't know, man. Things are a little not clear, but I did get blown up a little bit. And so the grenade went off behind me, and it didn't knock me out, but it knocked me forward. It knocked me to my hands and my knees, and I was looking at footage later, and from what I thought, it seems like I did something different, but I thought I shot, at least had my gun up on the window, and eventually I just realized, like, there's guys along the bottom and there's guys all over the place over there. I'm in no place to be really taking shots. I just kind of realized, like, I'm a little off.
Yeah, a little disorientated too. Yeah.
Like it didn't knock me out. Like, I was good. I didn't wake up in the mud, but I was definitely like, I probably shouldn't be shooting too close to my friends right now. It got me. Smart. And I was bleeding from my face, so I got hit in the face. It went through my hand, and most of it went in my ass. That's what she said. But
hey, if you're gonna take it anywhere, I would take it in the ass.
And now we got it forever.
Hey, make sure you make a pull string doll out of that blip right there, okay? Right.
But yeah, I was bleeding pretty. My face was like, trying to see through my night vision, and just the blood I got cut in the face. It hit me here, and it went all the way and got stuck over here in the side, but it cut me pretty good. But I knew I got blown up. I knew the grenade went off behind me because my back, it felt like somebody hit me in the lower back with a baseball bat. Like, it fucking hurt. I'm like, all right, I can take a little bit of pain. Like, this sucks. Like, something got me. Something bit me. I was feeling it. And then I was just nervous because why is my face bleeding when I know, why is the front of my face bleeding when my back hurts?
Your brain
started
went crazy.
I had some shrapnel went through my head or something crazy and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so, and then I just knew that I was rocked pretty good to where I shouldn't be taking shots. And then I kind of wandered over, so like I'm standing looking at the building. Instead of going around to some cover where I should have went, I just kind of wandered over 10 or 15 feet and just...
Sounds like you had a little bit of a shock there too, when that whole chemical compound kicks in and that cortisol kicks in and you had that dazy feeling, that hazy feeling. That'll happen after a fucking explosion, you know what I mean? It's hard to overcome that. Yeah, I would have walked my happy ass somewhere else too to take a fucking knee. You know what I'm saying?
It was like I kind of snapped too, and I didn't get behind any cover. I just kind of walked 10 feet. I can still shot. So, I mean, it didn't knock me out, but that was enough to where it got me.
Yeah. I
didn't want to say anything at first. So finally kind of like came to, and I'm like, hey, dickhead, I'm still out in the open where I can get shot. Like, okay, snap back. Yeah, coming to, like, all right, here I am. And then get to the side to where my guys were. I didn't want to say anything.
Like, what do you say? I'm like trying to play it out in my head. Hey, you mind taking a look back there, see if my ass is still out?
Well, I didn't want to say anything. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to say nothing. I can just suck this up. Like, maybe I'm just fine. But one of the other guys was like, hey, I'm hit. So I'm like, oh, I'm hit too. All right, I'll say something.
Oh, thank God I'm not the first one. Me too. I was waiting.
That guy, he's way more badass than I am. If he got hit, I got hit. I'm good.
Yo, we're the worst. They're like, I'm going to hold this up until somebody else.
If he wouldn't have said anything, I probably would have sucked it up the rest of the night. I just would have sat there and bled out like a dickhead.
You would have been sitting on the helo ride back home hurting like, oh, God.
So how fucked up were you?
That wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It was the shrapnel in my face had just cut me, and it was just stuck over here in the side.
Yeah, and then stuck in your ass and your legs and shit too, tore up.
Yeah, I mean it was all there, but
everywhere.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all over my arms and my leg, and I had 2 big force gump wounds, one on each cheek, where I guess they had to get some pretty. I still got to. Yeah.
You want to tattoo them? Let me know, bro. I would love to do that.
Just show you right now.
Okay. Yeah, let me see. Go ahead.
No, I got a 50 cal wound.
No,
you want to see it?
That's on camera. Perfect. Going viral. Yeah, threw my hand, but I remember the medic comes up to me, and I was concerned about my face. Like it felt like somebody hit me in the lower back with a bat, but I'm like, I'm good. I'm walking. Good. It just hurts. Like no big deal. I'm walking. I was like, what is with my head? Like, did that shrapnel? I remember asking the guy like maybe 4 or 5 times, like, you should have taken my helmet off. Like, are you sure my head's all right? He's like, yeah, man, stop asking. And then he's like, drop your pants. And I'm face down, ass up with my pants down while the target's still hot. Like, that's a first. So he's checking out my forced gump wounds, and it was like he only had to tell me once, like, you're fine. I'm like, all right, cool, thanks. I don't even think we had to stuff any gauze in them. I think it was just like, yeah, dude, you're fine. You're good.
Nah, he just wanted to see your butt for later. That's all.
Man, he wanted me face down, ass up on target.
So where?
Just to say he did.
So where? Like, damn, no shit. Like leading back to the beginning of this interview, you really accomplished a lot during your term of your tenure in the military.
13 years in.
Yeah, and life after that must not have been easy. Where are you right now?
I just compared to some of the other guys, I didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody can relate to that comment, but I was very lucky in my career, and I worked my ass off. But I didn't do shit compared to some of the other guys on the team. And I'm not saying that just to be a humble asshole. I'm being legit. Like, you think that's a good career? There were some guys on the team that I got to work with.
Yeah, but no offense. We're talking about yours, though. You got to give yourself enough credit, because how many people could say they were there at those historical point in times, militarily, and then yet alone we're talking about an author. We're talking about a dog. Someone capable of imparting a lot of wisdom. And I'm sorry, man, but you're a badass too. And a lot of us, we got a problem, especially coming from these big tribal organizations and shit, that we don't want to ruffle any feathers with other fucking alpha males by, stepping on dicks. But the truth is, you're a big dick your goddamn self. You got to hold that shit in your hand every now and then. And fuck what anybody else says. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's right. That's goddamn fucking right.
I was very fortunate. And I'm lucky I made it through that night too, because if I would have been leaning an inch forward, it would have hit me in the temple probably, and that probably would have been lights out, So I was very fortunate.
Yes, sir.
Don't take it for granted.
Yes, sir. And now, where are you now, though? Where are we now as far as accepting all that shit? Because this shit wasn't an easy life after that, having to live with that and then dealing with this shit out here. You know what I mean? Like, what is your purpose now? Because everyone needs one.
It's helping other guys.
That's right.
I was through a pretty rough time. That's kind of my purpose now. So I'd like to help other, not just veterans going through a tough time, but anybody. And everybody puts us on the pedestal. Any special forces person that hears, like, they hear that they're going through a tough time. It just doesn't make sense to them. Because I remember I put myself, my 18-year-old self, like, oh, Navy SEALs are invincible. Whatever. I'm like, no, life's hard, motherfucker. We all have our ups and downs. Like, you don't just get it all. Like I said earlier, you can't have the good without the bad. Life's hard. We're all going to experience loss. We're all going to experience difficult times. And, getting out of the military was probably the closest I came to dying. I know I got blown up, but I shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
200 pounds. My hair had fallen out a couple times. My fingernails fell out. I drank myself out of a job.
And that's out of stress? The hair and the fingernails is out of stress?
I'm assuming so. They said it was alopecia.
Oh.
Is from hereditary or stress-induced. And it was right after the death of some very close friends of mine. So, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but...
Put those two things together, yeah. That'll fuck you up.
So you went through that, and then you got out, and then you had some challenges, and then you decided to write your book. So tell us, what was the motivation behind writing your book, other than getting this fucking badass story out there? So how was that process?
I wanted to get on podcast and talk about myself.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
You should do it. You should do it without a T-shirt.
I love me.
Yeah, you should take your shirt off and flex a lot.
Yeah. Love that shit.
Yeah. I can do the truffle shuffle right now is what I got after the holidays. That's what we're looking at.
Nice.
I'll try to flex. No, I just, I never thought I'd write a book, but it was a big part of history. And once we accomplished the mission, Cairo's name was released in the media, and some fake stuff started coming out, some articles that weren't true, people claiming they said they had him. He was a good dog. Like I said, he'd been shot even without the Bin Laden mission. There was a lot of great dogs. We were just one dog team in a group. I mean, there's a lot of great dog teams in the military period, so I would like to give him some credit, not only because I read a bunch of books. I mean, all the Richard Marcinko books, all the Navy SEAL books. I read a bunch. I'm sure everybody read their books before joining their special forces. It's a huge piece of history, man. It's a really big piece of history. And all that fake stuff that was out about him, he was a good dog. He deserved to have the truth told about him. And I get to shine a little bit of light of what these dogs can do for us. And I get to tell a piece of history. I get to clean up a little bit of the bullshit that's out there that's not true, which I don't know why people would just release fake. Everybody has their
So when we're talking about bullshit, are we talking about internally derived bullshit?
Yeah, there's some fake articles, and there's some people saying that they had him. I think there was even like a picture like this. Yeah, this is the Cairo. Pretty sure that's not him. I don't know. I forget a lot of things, but I don't think that's him. And then there's just a bunch of fake stuff.
Fucking America, man. Everybody that just. It's like the fake dads and the moms come around after you become a celebrity and shit. I have the puppy of I have the lineage of Cairo. Fucking
that's
$18,000 stud fee. You know.
Yeah,
that's fucking nuts.
I'm sure stuff like that definitely happened. But at first, I didn't think I'd write a book, but it's kind of get a purpose now too, right? So I can use this platform to not only tell a piece of history, tell people a little bit about working dogs and what they can do for us. We get to clean up Cairo's story, tell the truth about him. I love that dog. Everybody did.
And tell your story too. I'm telling you, I think it's only appropriate that we acknowledge it's okay to contribute to a historical account and not feel bad about it. I feel like too many of us like to just walk on thin ice when it comes to this shit. I don't understand why.
Well, no, I hear what you're saying. And I agree with you, and I can't speak for Will, and I'm not trying to. However, I would interject, well, because Will is a fucking genuine article. He's fucking been there. He's done that. He's humble, and it's not fucking false humility. He's just putting the information out there, and he's dealing with it how he deals with it. And then you have these other motherfuckers, literally, that are stealing fucking people's stories, that are fucking inflating themselves, giving vets a fucking bad name. And then you have a guy like Will who's doing the exact opposite of that. He was like, hey, this is fucking what I did, period. This is what my fucking dog did. I want to get the fucking facts out there so people can see what's going on. Oh, and by the way, if you need help because you're fucking drinking too much, you're fucking doing whatever the fuck you're doing too much, you're thinking about starting your pistol, fucking give me a call. Here's the fucking name of this organization. Here's what you can do to get over those hurdles, to deal with these challenges that you're damn sure going to face when you're done with that bit of your business.
Yeah. But in a society to where fucking Cardi B could have a goddamn interview with fucking President-elect Biden on television and get praised for yelling about popping pussy all fucking day, I think someone could write their story and someone will find value in it.
No, I hear you, and you're exactly right. But Will, coming from literally from the fucking,
I get where he comes from. My
from
point
the
is,
tip of the spear.
Yeah,
no,
I guess I'm a little flustered hearing
and
it. I get flustered
at
hearing of the walking on thin ice around other big dicks and shit like that. If they don't like it, they don't like it.
No, exactly right. But also, you got to remember, his friends are still dudes that are fucking down there doing the deal, and they feel some kind of way about it. And
they're not friends then.
No, I hear what you're saying, but my point is, he's dealing with it the fucking way that he deals with it, and he's getting more and more.
Good on you. I'm sorry, Will. Yeah. You're a very very courteous man and shit. I'm going to fight for you. I'm going to tell everybody else, get off your dick, all right? You're a great dude, and you deserve to tell your goddamn story and your dog story and eat all that because you're a badass, dude.
Whatever fucking story you want to tell, fucking tell it.
I hate when people be talking shit, man.
It's all good. It's all kind of the point of this. So, yeah, I had a stellar career, and I worked my ass off to get there, but I've made mistakes. I've been a piece of shit. Yeah, everybody.
We cut from the same cloth, baby. It's all right.
It's all right. Nobody's fucking perfect. So right. I want to be having this platform. Yeah, I get to talk about my dog. I'm not a big talker, so I get to talk about my dog, tell a big piece of history, and I can use this platform to, like, if anybody's going through a tough time, yeah, man, we all make mistakes. We're all going to go through death. We're all going to go through loss. Everybody's going to have their bad times in life. We all just got to get through it. And if I can help one person out, I'm not a big talker. I don't love doing these things, but I'm getting better and better. I get to talk about my dog, so it's a fucking win for me. I don't care. I'll make fun of myself. I'm a real big piece of shit. Let me just put it out there. But also a hard worker. And if it's, I'll work really hard for the people I love and for the things I care about. But I'm not perfect, right? Nobody is. So, yeah. That's where I kind of get with all that. I'm not trying to downgrade myself at all. I'm just trying to let people know, like, hey, going through a tough time, it's all good. Nobody's perfect. They're all going to go through it. Some people here, Navy SEAL, Special Forces, yeah, you work your fucking ass off. You find out what your purpose is in life. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Go for it. Work your ass off, even if you don't make it. It's okay. I feel like
there's a
purpose for all of us.
It's a natural transition in this career to me for anyone that has had the misfortune of being fortunate. Let's be honest, because the fact that you have enough material to talk about within a book is because you've been at the wrong place at the right time. And that's just a matter of being able to, testify to these moments and put them on a compilation that'll fill freaking 250 pages, 300, whatever the fuck, right? So that being said, not many have walked that path, and not many have been able to, and that's because it's not them. You're the type of individual that, like you said, you're afraid of fucking heights, but you still jumped out that plane door, did you? Not many would do that. And so that normal people, or should I say, I don't want to say normal, quote unquote, air quotes here, they find inspiration in, and almost in a way, the self-deprecation, it almost bothers me because we wear it as a skin, a chameleon skin, so that we can get our story out there and not feel bad about it. I'm not saying you're doing that, but I see, like, we ostracize each other too goddamn fucking much, and not to acknowledge that this is a natural career path. We spent 15 plus years, 20 fucking years in some cases in the military and special operations, and then when we get out, we can't talk about it no more. I can't make income off of what my entire career was anymore because you don't like the image I'm portraying. Well, go fuck yourself.
That's a good point. What do you want me to talk about then? High school?
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. And I get tight when dudes is like, a little, reserved within it. Nah, drag them nuts. You should see 3 tracks in the sand. One for each foot in your sack.
Well, I mean, just to be fucking real about it, from a trailer park in southeast Texas.
Talk about it.
Well, exactly. Well, mom and dad were divorced. Trailer park, southeast Texas. Not that fucking great in school. He goes to fucking Buds and succeeds. Goes through fucking once. Goes to Team 4, makes it to fucking 2 deployments. Does some fucking time in Solder City, right? Fucking, and then goes to fucking Green Team. Puts his interview in, gets selected to go to Green Team. Goes through fucking Green Team, then goes to his fucking squadron, does a couple pumps with the squadron, gets a fucking dog handler, does what he does there, gets fucking damaged, comes out, tries to fucking drink himself to death, and now he's here fucking talking to other guys. There's already such a fucking a small percentage of the fucking population that'll even have the opportunity to fucking look at those guys in fucking perfect and in reality, and then here he is fucking telling us that he's fucking not the best. He's, but all that fucking shit aside, just the fact that he's gone through all that fucking shit, and here he is fucking sitting down,
humble, chilling,
a couple days after fucking Christmas, sitting down talking with some fucking dickheads like us about what he's fucking done and what he's doing to help other guys. Who gives a fuck what anybody has to say about this cat from here fucking going forward? Bro, we fucking love your ass. Any fucking thing we can ever
people talk
fucking
shit
do
about
for
me all
ya.
the time, man.
Yeah, fuck them and anybody who looks like them. Any fucking thing we can do for you at any fucking time, bro.
Yeah.
You got my number. We're not fucking hard to find at all.
Fuck those
And
funny
that
looking
goes
fucks.
fucking for people that love us, and it goes fucking quadruple for people that hate us.
Yeah.
Fuck them and the fucking horse they rode in on, bro. Anything we can do to help you, we're gonna fucking do it. We're fucking big fans. However we can help you move the fucking football down the field, we're
Hell
in.
yeah.
So what organizations do you want us to put out for you? How can we fucking help you get your book some inertia? What can we do to help you out? And also, hey, fucking the fucking teams gave the guy shit about having a fucking trident on his book. You believe that shit?
Who cares?
Tell us about that.
It's your life, dog. You can't. What are you supposed to?
No, didn't they make you take it off the cover? They made you take the trident off the cover of the book?
Yeah, that was weird.
That's so gay.
Fucking cocksuckers, man. You believe that shit? Fucking
Let's start
wounded a couple
stickers.
times. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'll start buying stickers and putting them on there when I sign them, probably.
No, I would.
Fucking awesome.
And then right, fuck you on the back of each sticker before you
That's why.
stick it on. Fuck yeah.
So it's
Because
so
they trademarked the shit.
it hit close to home with me
Bro.
because it hit so much close to home with me because it's almost like a forced denial of your life by people that feel as if they deserve to be praised more than you.
Well, but the fucking people that fucking told him he couldn't put his fucking trident on his book fucking didn't go to fucking Devgru,
Huele
didn't do
bichos.
the fucking shit he did.
Huele
And they're
bichos.
telling him they're fucking cocksmokers, man. They're
Huele
the
bichos.
fucking worst
High five.
type
Let me
of
hang.
fucking
What's wrong
shit
with you,
sack. And they're fucking with this guy. Fucking assholes.
I don't give a shit. Like, my whole career, like, you can do whatever you want to me, but it was my dog's book.
Yeah.
It was all about, I had to be a part of the book, of course.
Yeah.
of
I
course.
fed the guy.
I think he deserved it.
No, dude, it's especially those dogs, man. They do fucking so much because they fucking love their handler and they're fucking designed purely for that shit. But those animals are just fucking perfect. And now they save so many fucking people. It's fucking crazy. And, you know, anything we can do to fucking help out, anything we can do to let those animals get all the fucking kudos that they deserve, man, we're fucking down with that shit.
What
I appreciate it.
charities you working with now? If you are, you got any endeavors?
I'm working on myself still. I'm not part of any charities, but there's some good ones out there. Spike's Canine Fund, an ex-team member of mine. Ritland has a good one. Mike Ritland.
Yeah.
Who else? Rescue 22s, John Devine. This is a couple good dog side, and then for the team guy brain health side, there's Seal Future Foundation, Warrior Health Foundation, and there's the Navy SEAL Foundation, of course. There's all kinds of great ones out there. I'm not part of any specific one right now. I'm just kind of
What do you got going on right now for yourself?
just having fun, man. Right? I'm just trying to get my shit together and push the book out there.
All right, on. Are you having luck with it, or how's that going down?
Everything's going well. I'm just trying to get more and more comfortable with these interviews. I'm a pretty quiet guy, so
Yeah.
it's talking on podcasts, the better I can have purpose, help guys out, just having fun, seeing where it all takes me. At the end of the day, I just wanted to write a good book about my dog, and I look at the reviews on Amazon and all the Goodreads and all that stuff, and everybody really likes the book. So I think we've done well on putting the story together. So other than that, man, I'm pretty happy. I'm just going to have some fun. I'm going to work on myself. I take my brain health very seriously these days, so whatever capacity I can be used at to help other guys. And I've gotten to help a few guys out, which has been awesome. It's good to give back. You got to have purpose.
No,
That's the purpose.
Absolutely, bro. And like I told you earlier, we're here. I live in New Jersey. Paulie lives over Staten Island. Harold and Jason are here in the Bronx and in the city. So you're in the fucking tri-state area, bro. Absolutely fucking look us up. We want to spend some time together and shit. So we're the opposite of hard to find. So you need fucking help with anything, or you need us to help you put the word out or whatever, or even on Instagram or whatever the fuck. Anything we can do to help you out, we're into it. Absolutely.
Same here, man. Yep. Whatever you guys need. And definitely hit you up when I'm up there. Hopefully things kind of get back to normal soon and get back to traveling.
Now it'd be good. Hey, how was that hunting trip last weekend? What'd you go after? You go after ducks or birds, whitetail, what?
That trip was some whitetail. It was very successful.
Nice.
Got a huge 8-point. Got a doe. Got some. I've been doing a lot, man. I got some. A little bit of duck hunting in, and I definitely had some mistakes. Started trying to get into archery, so I messed up a little bit on my bow, and missed an elk. So I'm gonna probably head back out to Colorado at some point, hopefully, and I'm gonna go redeem myself and get an elk.
How far were you trying to engage the elk?
It was only like 354. Well, it wasn't far, but I was borrowing a rifle.
Oh,
Still my
right, I was
fault.
about to say, I thought you threw it with a bow. I was like, how the fuck is it fucking
Yeah, you're
high?
fucking, yeah.
You're a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my own little platform put together, and I'm gonna head back out there. And
What are you looking to do? I'm sorry, we're gonna get into some long range shit here in a second.
Nah, Paulie and Jason started up the fucking NYPD long range team. Jason is a fucking career sniper, accomplished, all that shit. So you want to talk about fucking long guns? He's the guy. These guys, they're fucking anxious to talk about it.
Cool. I'm just now getting back into it. It's been a decade since sniper school, so I got some catching up to do. I'm putting together a 6.5 Creedmoor, and I'm gonna probably do a Win Mag, 300 Win Mag.
Ah, nice. 300 Win Mag, perfect. 6.5, perfect. Yeah, definitely all around. And plus, you can find ammo like a son of a bitch for those nowadays.
I think that'll do it. They don't need nothing crazy.
Good shit. You got any platforms you have in mind right now?
I have some. I have a Ruger American. Probably can go with the Creedmoor.
Yeah.
It's nice and simple. And
nowadays, like, you get so much bang for your buck. It's ridiculous of the amount of technology they put in rifles nowadays for like freaking $1,600. Like, yeah, what the fuck?
That's what I was looking at. Precision and cheap. And I don't know. We'll see how it shoots. I haven't even shot it yet, but I just got a scope put on it. I haven't shot it at all, but
Nice. Well, whenever you're in the tri-state area, let us know. We got a couple of ranges out here that are a grand plus, and we got platforms too. You don't have to travel with your platform.
Well, that's the thing now. I'm going to be traveling with platforms. I'm not making my mistakes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's hard enough to kill an elk. You know, not once you have like your cheek weld set, your eye relief, your dope in, all that stuff. I know my gun. Like, got a little cocky. Your ego's a real thing. I'm like, I'll just show up, borrow a rifle. It'll be fine. I got my basics. I got my fundamentals down. Didn't work out.
Yeah, still so much to consider, especially going to new elevation, new temps. It don't matter.
Atmospheres alone change all the time.
You see when he's talking, every once in a while you'll see a fucking land shark come circling around. You see it? You see his fucking ears come zipping by. Boom, boom.
That's a mount.
No, he'll come over and check him out and then go back wherever he's doing. It's fucking good shit. What's that one's name? There he is.
This one's Nala. This is my girl. She's 1.
She looks.
Look
Whoa,
up
look at those ears.
Oh yeah, get it. Look at her. Look at the pretty girl.
Look,
I got my boy over there.
Bo, it's a hot chick. Yeah, this is my dude right here.
That's right.
Low
Look,
Diesel. He's a hot
He's
dog.
just on camera. Oh, okay. I see him now. Okay.
dude, his
He's
dick,
camouflage.
his dick's half the size of his body. Look at it.
Yeah, look at that.
He's got a fucking
He's a
giant.
wiener schnitzel.
Look at him.
Well,
I think my thumb was in his ass real quick.
I'm jealous.
oil check.
Yeah, still warm. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Right on, bro. Well, Will, fucking thank you so much for coming on, dude. Can't say enough fucking great shit about you. The episode's probably going to come out in probably somewhere about 3 days because Jason and Harold what they're going to do is they're going to get together. They're going to grab the video and the sound, and they're going to mix it together, make sure it looks great. And when that happens, we'll reach out to you to let you know, and then they'll put the fucking whatever the smart guy shit is so I can...
Yeah, don't be giving them my recipes.
Nah, they do all the smart shit. I talk to people, they do the smart shit. That's just the way it works out. But then we'll be able to send you the fucking YouTube link too, so you'll be able to use this for whatever the fuck you want to use it for. So it's been a fucking pleasure and an honor having you on, bro.
Yeah.
And then whatever the fuck you got going on, you want to come back on the podcast, or you're out here in the area, you want to get out here and fucking either do some time with the pistol or the rifle, whatever, just fucking reach out, man. We're available. Absolutely.
Yeah, you come hang out, man. We get together with a lot of other vets too all the time, just for the sake of getting together and fucking off, man. It's beautiful.
Sounds good, man. It was a pleasure being on here. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the whole. Use some of that social media. I can barely do my Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now you'll learn it real quick. Welcome. You're there.
Dude, get on fucking YouTube and shit, and fucking. You can find out how to do anything on YouTube and shit. Just get on there and do a couple tutorials.
That bashfulness shit, you're gonna have to lose that shit because you got it.
How long you been out, man?
You got to do that Instagram live shit. People want to see you. You got to acknowledge that.
How long you been out?
5 years.
That's
how long?
Time? 5 years.
5 years.
Not that long.
You're fucking. How you doing on drinking and shit? You're fucking cool with that? Not too fucking bad. A little bit, but not much.
You got to smoke weed.
I quit boozing.
All
I'm
right,
quitting everything. I take my brain health real serious these days. I've had almost killed myself with booze a couple times. So I'm no more booze for me. And then I'm working on my brain health a little bit. I'm working on a lot of different aspects with it.
Right on. Well, I'm fucking sober 19 years. I haven't done it personally, but very fucking similar situation. And I'm bringing the reason I'm saying that shit is because it takes what it takes to be comfortable with who you are, because it's when you're putting the shit on Instagram and you're putting the shit out there, it's not like you're trying to orally inflate yourself. You're putting the stuff out there so people can see it, so people can say, hey, everybody goes through fucking rough times. This is what you do to get out of it. Don't tell me your opinion on shit. Tell me what you experienced.
Yeah.
So fucking 5 years out of the game and shit, shit's gonna slowly but surely fall into place. And when you get more and more comfortable, I'm asking you to put more shit out there. I'm not out there to say fucking I'm Will. Look how big my dick is. It's fucking I'm Will. No, seriously, I'm Will. These are my fucking dogs. This is the book I wrote about fucking dogs. And when you're comfortable enough with it, it's your own fucking speed.
Yeah.
When you're comfortable enough with it, put the shit out there because one, the general population doesn't know. And they want to know, and it's not like you're talking about names and dates and times and shit like that. You're not talking about any of that stuff. This is you, and this is what I did. That's it.
And one more thing I would like to add to that. The thing is about social media, it's take it or leave it. So what you start to see is anything that's service based or tribally formed. You start to attract those that vibrate on your spectrum, people that fuck with you wholeheartedly. So to where those that don't fuck with you, guess what? They're not going to stick around. They're not going to contribute to your viewership, your counts, and nothing. So now, as long as you exercise consistency, these individuals that vibrate on your frequency know where to come. And then now you start to build that tribal unit to where you're directly talking to people that receive you, not the others that don't. Who cares about those guys? You're talking to the ones that you can, like you said when you wrote your book, the ones that you can get to, the ones that you can save. Keep them in mind. Haters is always going to hate,
and
especially if you're doing something right. That's how you know you're doing something right. The more people talk shit, the more you know you fucking hurting their feelings.
Well, Mike Ritland has a podcast. I think it's Mike Drop. And then Clark Impostado, another team guy.
Name.
Yeah, super smart. Clark Impostado has a fucking podcast. It's called Good Vibes.
I love that guy.
So fucking reach out to those other guys.
They're
man.
awesome.
They're totally fucking
cool.
awesome. There's a gazillion podcasts out there. Fucking reach out to those guys and say, hey, man, how do you feel about it? Get yourself a little bit more traction or whatever. And it's not about ego at this point, man.
Yeah.
It's about fucking getting your message out there. Letting people know what the fuck's going on with you, and it's not like you're trying to inflate yourself. You're not trying to put anybody down so you look better. You're trying to fucking help and fucking spread the word. That's a different thing, man. People respond to fucking genuine individuals. They respond to authentic. And I would offer you give it a shot, man, and see where it goes. Who the fuck knows? I could be wrong.
They're getting better and better. I did Ritland's podcast. That was my first one. I don't think I did so hot. But it's all good.
No, it's a funny thing, man.
Not everybody's goofy like us, though.
Yeah, dude.
Clark is, though. You get on Clark shit, that's the man.
Clark's goofy as fuck.
You got to be goofy. You got to be easy. In this environment, everybody's so stoic and hard ass and all this shit. It's like mad moments of silence and shit like that. He's like,
dude, we've had moments of silence and shit. Like guys start talking about real shit and you get fucking teared up.
That's a good one, though.
No, that fucking happens. But my point in all that stuff is, dude, don't be ashamed to get in your fucking message out there. You got nothing to be ashamed of. It's not like you're out there trying to fucking again, inflate yourself because you're just not.
Yep.
Now you're just out there trying to fucking spread the message, trying to get a little bit of fucking traction going on. Not a fucking thing wrong with that, dude. Not one fucking thing.
For sure, man.
So fucking do yourself and us a fucking favor.
Yeah, fuck
and
yeah.
get your fucking message out there, man. It's fucking good shit.
Especially about the dogs. Listen,
dude,
that's
people-
like crack nowadays, man.
People need
love
to hear
dogs,
it.
dude.
People need to fucking hear it. Period. They need to hear it and they want to fucking hear it.
Steve just adopted a fucking pit bull, a
I
senior.
did. No, we
Did-
talked. No, I think. No, he didn't see her. No, she's a bit. She's built like a fucking cement block, man. She's awesome. Nah, you got her from a not so great situation, and now she's gonna spend whatever time she got left doing whatever the fuck she wants, man. She's
Nice.
she's got it going on.
Good.
Right on, bro. So again, I can't tell you how much we appreciate having you on, and please, you got my fucking number. You can,
Yep.
I'll give you anybody's number that fucking I got and you need. So reach out anytime. I'm always available. And again, it's an absolute fucking pleasure and honor having you on here.
Right on.
Same here. Same here. It was an honor being on. And yeah, pass my number to these guys, and we'll keep in touch. Hopefully, we'll get up there one day. Things will get back to normal and start traveling. I know I'll get back up there.
Yeah, no, when you do, man, I'm telling you, come out and see us. I'm going to give these guys your number when we're fucking offline here. And like I said, it's reach out any fucking time. Happy to have you. And any fucking thing we can do to help you out, we're down.
Sounds good, man.
All right, brother. You take good care of yourself.
You as well.
All right.
Have a good night.
Thanks, bro.
Later.
Later. See, it's that fucking shit, man. It's fucking dudes like him, literally,
Yeah.
at fucking Dev Group doing what he's doing, gets fucking banged up, has to get out, and then he feels fucking some kind of way because he sees all these other fucking shit sacks that haven't fucking been anywhere doing nothing, exploiting fucking guys, and he doesn't want to be lumped into that, so he sits fucking quiet.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I know exactly what he's going through. Bro.
Yeah, dude.
I know, and it takes a lot because
Yeah.
here where you, at one point, were secure in your identity and your place within your structure, your tribal structure, you know,
Right.
that culture that you came from. And then you do something like write a book, and next thing you know, that very same culture turns its fucking back on you. And
Well, you
now
had the
got
exact fucking same experience.
Yeah,
exactly.
100%, exact same experience. And then so it's like a rediscovery of yourself to where, you know, you go from second guessing yourself to like, why do people feel this way to, nah, I'm fuck that. That's exactly what the fuck happened. You know what I mean? Hold on.
Exactly.
I live this shit. Wait a minute. God damn it.
No, well, that's exactly right. And well, especially, I mean, I don't know if you fucking heard what he said, but he talked about he tried to fucking drink himself to death fucking twice.
Yeah, no, I
lost
heard.
all of his hair and all of his fucking fingernails twice.
I heard.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's a fucking psychological thing, dude.
Yeah.
And he's on the other side of that, and he's fucking 5 years sober, doing what he can to help people out. That's a big fucking deal.
He's got a lot to impart. He's definitely got a huge amount of information, a wealth of information to impart on people, man. And you know, I would like to encourage more individuals to do so apart from the fucking BS. Because once again, I just want to reiterate my point to where the entertainment industry and that whole society is inundated with fucking mundane fucking reality TV and storylines and women throwing drinks at their faces and motherfuckers whittling sticks into fucking
It's
battle
all
axes.
fake, bitch.
It's all bullshit, dude. And at the end of the day, I would rather hear a story from someone who has that much experience in this fucking world than the latter, you know? So I don't know.
Totally. Nah, brother, fucking a guy like him who's absolutely been there and done that, and he's so humble, and he doesn't want to give the fucking wrong impression that he's a little bit, skeptical is the wrong word, but he's
I get it.
He's
I get it.
anxious
I feel
about
I
getting
feel
it
like
out
it's
there.
it's like I you know, not to put you on the spot, but it's like to where, remember when I told you, you know, you kind of have a thing to where you'll say something and then you feel like you immediately have to explain yourself after you say that thing.
Yeah.
It's like it kind of ruins the thing you said.
Right.
I feel like in trying to always have to explain and consider other people's feelings when you're just getting information out there, it's almost hindering the information from flowing easily, from the importance, you know, receiving the message. I don't know. I just feel like you're using another part of your brain to try to walk on thin ice. and watch your words.
well,
And I know we all do that to a certain extent, but I feel like it takes away from the genuine telling of the story when you're constantly considering those people with sensitive feelings.
Now, what you're talking about is when you and I were giving you instructions and I blurted some fucking shit at you and then I fucking stopped and explained it. And
well, no, and I'm not talking about one specific situation. In fact, I have no idea what you're talking about.
okay, well,
I smoke too much weed.
okay, well that's what you're referring to from my recollection. I don't smoke a lot of weed,
Hold
but
on.
it is possible
You
I
do
was
it.
mistaken.
You consistently do it, so it's not like one thing. I'm saying it's a
Right.
thing of yours.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not disagreeing with you, motherfucker. I'm just saying.
Okay,
Notice how I called you motherfucker and I didn't clean that shit up right after.
you just did.
Right. Sorry. No, but it's true, man. I am offensive. I am.
Yeah, no, we're cool. We know
Nah,
this.
it's
Consistency is accuracy.
Well, but you know exactly where I'm coming from. And when I have something to say to a motherfucker, I say it to that motherfucker.
And then you explain why you said it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't have to explain why you said it.
No, I got you. But I will anyway. Just
We all get it. We're like, I know why you said it.
because I'm an old man and I want
I
to be.
think that's what it is.
I want to be clear.
Yeah. Instead of going to the bathroom 12 times an hour, you explain yourself 12 times an hour.
Is that what it is?
I would take that.
You would
In
take
my
that?
old age, instead of the pee-pee thing a lot, I would do the...
No,
explaining
dude, we've been
myself.
talking for fucking
And
an
you did
hour
not
and a half.
pee.
I did not get up and piss. I did not.
That's gangster shit,
I
dude.
pissed before I came in.
That's
No,
gangster shit. Matter of fact, I got to walk Bo.
you got to walk, Bo. He's gonna piss in your pocket.
He better not.
Now that was a goddamn good episode.
I loved it. It was great.
We still don't know who the fucking talking head's gonna be. They're trying to get everybody vaccinated so they can change our DNA.
Yeah. And then, there's all these congresswomen and men are taking the vaccination just to show us it's safe to take the vaccination. And people are like, oh, they shouldn't get head of the line privileges. No, yeah. Yes. Let those motherfuckers take that shit.
And then they're getting Bell's palsy.
Oh, I want to see all that shit.
Oh yeah, people passing out on live TV because they're getting vaccinated. I like it. Makes me
You
happy.
saw that one doctor, that fake.
Oh
shot the
yeah,
other doctor?
I've seen a bunch of that shit. And also, we have one of the first and the main collection sites for the fucking NSA was blown up the other day. Did you see that?
Is that the AT&T thing? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yes, it was.
Is that the Nashville explosion?
Oh yes, it was.
And
Kaboom.
then think about it,
Well,
because
think about the RV the whole
RV
time
with
saying
the audio,
it will
evacuate,
detonate.
It will detonate. There's nothing you could do about it, but get the fuck out of here.
Yeah?
It's not you we want. It's this building.
Dude,
And another several others within a 4-block
dude,
radius.
fucking down on 54th and 10th. Right on the corner of 54th and 10th on the fucking west side right there.
There's
big,
another AT&T
That's
building?
it right there, man.
Stay away from 54th and 10th, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, no shit. I live down
Actually,
there.
there was a bomb threat today called in to NYPD about the Empire State Building, stating that there was going to be a bomb going off at noon.
That ain't so cool, man.
And it didn't go off at noon, but
That's good.
there was a call. So that's kind of fucking weird in and of itself. And the update on that is apparently they're still investigating the phone call.
Nah, well, it is what it is. Well,
Yeah.
Paulo, you got anything to add?
No, I'm good. There's a couple shout outs, right?
Yeah,
please do. Please do.
Well, since we were talking about the dogs, let's do Thin Blue Line K9.
Got it.
It's not a military dog, but it's
Hey.
still a working dog.
Same.
Still bro beans.
We have
Love them guys.
Veterans Response.
Veterans Response
Damn.
Radio.
Love that motherfucker. See that motherfucker's gym in his house? I'm jealous.
Yeah, that's a badass.
That guy's
I'm
working out
fuck-
hard, too, man.
DK
Bro.
got a badass gym, too.
I love that fucking guy. Who does?
DK.
DK? Oh, dude.
His gym is serious.
Dude, the white company in DK, some shit's fixing to go down.
Smith racks everywhere.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about,
My whole
bitches.
team got beautiful glutes. Go
That's
on.
right. Dude, sauna, kickbags,
Nice.
fight. You'll be in there. You'll see it.
Yeah, no, I like it.
You'll
What else
see
we
it.
got?
You'll be doing it.
Recon Sniper Foundation.
Oh, yeah.
Sniper.
The bros.
The Bros.
Timber and Blues.
Kabam.
Shout out Surly Sam's.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck? Shirley Sam's, we're sponsoring you. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so Shirley Sam's is a Leo-owned tattoo salve company.
Aftercare. Yeah,
What are they
Aftercare,
doing?
before care.
They giving you shit? We're fucking shouting them out?
we give they hooked us up with some salve right there.
Good
Yeah,
shit.
some
It's
balm.
salve, actually.
Salve.
Salve.
Salve. What? So the
Salve.
L is silent?
Salve.
Stop making shit silent. Stop spelling it with it in there if you don't want me to pronounce it,
Fuck you.
people.
It's salve. Look it up.
I don't like silent letters.
There's an L in there.
Yeah, like the G
It's
is silent in
salve.
lasagna.
It's
Yeah, like
salve.
Lil Wayne's line. Where he goes,
Lil Wayne, I fucked him.
I'm moving silence like the G in lasagna. It's dope.
like the D in Django.
Jesus Christ.
We spoke about that.
God damn it, Steve.
What else? Who else we got? What about the Osiris group, motherfucker? They got something?
Nah, we just bought this shit from them.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
But they're cool, man.
You
I like
bought
cool
it?
designs. Yeah, we show love, bro.
Where the
Paulie
fuck's
does
mine?
anyway.
Where the fuck's mine?
I'm not paying. Paulie pays for everything.
Motherfucker, where's mine? I know we're fucking
I'm
making money on
Paulie's
t-shirts.
chapeadora.
That's it. He gives me sweaters. I give him sweaters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking catch your beard on fire and stomp it out. No, I'm just kidding. Now you got a beautiful beard. I wouldn't do that.
It is a beautiful beard.
It is a beautiful beard.
And you could put Sir
And?
Sam's bomb in it.
Or
Or what?
Also fresh.
A ball so fresh.
Yeah, ball so fresh.
I love that.
Our homie Kenny.
Yeah, he's got the beard so fresh.
Oh, sweet nuts, and he wouldn't go with sweet nuts. His balls so
ball
fresh.
so fresh. I like that.
No, he's already, dude. It's a thing now.
Yeah, dude, a big ball so fresh. He's the one who gave me my lordship.
Yeah.
I know. I'm jealous of
I
that
know.
too.
Yeah, Paulie's jealous too.
Yeah.
Y'all both jealous. All right.
I would just look.
You'll be lords one day.
Now speaking of that, I need a tattoo on my shin.
What does it say?
I need to come in and get some more tattoo on my.
the shin sounds interesting.
No, it's gonna be a centipede.
Oh, that sounds sick.
You're gonna like it. Okay, what else we got? Come on, motherfucker.
Who else we got?
Oh, we got Force Blue. That's Rudy Reyes.
Oh, Rudy, love his. Love
I
that.
think that's it. We got a lot
No,
more.
no, we got fucking Massive. Our brother.
Oh, wait, we also
Massive
got,
Industries. Love that guy.
We got Massive. Yep. We have
Rogue American Apparel, love them.
Apparel. Haven't shot those guys out in a
Yeah,
while.
it's been a while.
What's Tom Satterley's group?
I don't remember, man. I'm sorry.
All Secure
All
Foundation.
Secure Foundation. That's right. Love that fucking guy.
Shout out to
That
those
motherfucker's
guys.
so fucking
Badass.
humble. Fucking Delta had him stand up fucking Troop Delta.
Bad dude.
Command Sergeant Major.
Horsepower Therapy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Those
Wow.
fucking guys. Love those guys.
Man, yeah, we've had a
Dude,
great run over here,
We
man.
have had a great run. God damn.
A lot of great guys.
A lot of great guys.
A lot of great girls,
The caliber
too.
of individuals that have come on this show, I'm grateful for.
High caliber training, our bro up in fucking
Eric.
Pennsylvania.
Eric.
Eric, love that guy.
Shit,
Love
Tatter
that
Flag
guy.
Brewery.
Tatter Flag Brewery, a fucking
Daniel Kulik.
Daniel Kulik.
Another DK in our life. Shout out.
Another DK in our life.
DK motherfuckers has got big dicks.
I don't know.
Now they do. Think
Do
about
they?
both of them. Some big dick motherfuckers.
That's all right then.
I don't know, man.
All right then. I'm
Well,
good with
we
that.
can follow you at
His
Unkl Steev. UNKLSTEEV. Uncle Steve.
His first page got canceled.
Yeah, they don't like me. I actually my
Gave it back to you.
my significant other said I was fucking labeled as a dangerous person.
Hey, terrorist, dude.
Dangerous person.
Domestic terrorist.
Let me tell you what. If you're a fucking rapist or a child molester,
No, you're good.
I'm a fucking dangerous person for sure.
Yeah,
'cause
but they would never like cancel your. If you
I'm
were a
willing-
child molester or a rapist.
if I was a child molester or a rapist, my
They would
shit,
never
my
suspend your
shit would
Instagram
still be
account.
up. But
exactly.
if you're a child molester or a rapist, I will shoot you in your fucking face in front of God and the whole world. And when the cops show up, I'll just put the gun down. Say, yeah, I did it. I shot him in his face.
Nah, you gotta not be there. So you.
Oh, wait, I'm just saying.
you could do it more often.
hypothetically. No, if I did it, I'd be a fucking memory when she's shit, just a fucking corpse. But
I saw a white blur.
that's fucking racist.
That's the stereotypical shit. Everybody knows assassins are white.
It's true.
All right.
So, you ever notice all the mass shooters are white? That's scary.
Man, that shit's in y'all blood, man.
I don't know what the fuck's up with that shit.
Y'all just love destroying shit.
I do. I mean, yes, they do.
I love it.
Oh, fuck, that's funny. No, man. What do we got? We got Harold. We got at Harold U, the motherfucker behind the scenes over there making the fucking magic and shit. Love that fucking guy.
The drone pilot.
All smiley and shit all the goddamn time. And he's got a fucking hot girlfriend, which I couldn't believe because, he ain't much to look at, but I'd bang him.
Yeah, she likes bald guys.
Obviously.
And Harold's fake bald. I see
know
a
he
lot
is.
of hair follicles on your head.
There's
Dude.
lots of hair follicles.
You know, there's men that would fucking kill for your hair, and you're like shaving it bald for no reason.
That's one of the other reasons I love him.
That's so
much.
disrespectful, Harold.
No, it ain't.
Look at
Yeah,
Paulie,
it
he's
is.
tight.
Where are they gonna find you at on fucking Instagram, Paulie?
You can follow me at Riding with Paul, and you can also follow the team at NYPD Long Range Team.
I heard you fucking had some guys. They fucking kicked some ass in some
Oh, yeah.
competitions. Give us a quick shout out
The
about that
National
shit.
Guard sniper competition, right?
Yeah, 2 guys from the Fighting 69th place, 4th.
Fighting 69th riding with Paul. That would be reverse cowgirl. But anyway, go ahead.
I like that.
They placed 4th in their division, 8th overall.
Out of how many shooters?
35 teams.
30.
We're gonna have them on the show.
35
soon, right?
teams. That's fucking 78. That's pretty fucking solid, man. That's solid.
Melendez
Now we're gonna have them
and-
on.
Diaz.
Melendez and Diaz. Yeah, we're trying to
Melendez
get 'em
and
on.
Diaz, of course.
Latinos, bro. You know we make the best snipers.
Bro,
Yeah, dog.
dude, why am I always the fucking only white guy?
I don't know, man.
'Cause
You're the like white guys are. Everybody knows white guys are like explosive experts and like you're just door kickers, man.
That's
you know? You're just like eating meat.
No, that's what somebody.
And gunpowder.
Somebody was asking me.
Hispanics, we're like artisans, you know.
No,
Like-
dude, totally. Somebody. No, that's fucking true. Somebody was asking, why don't you fucking get into fucking long range shooting and shit? Why aren't you a fucking sniper? Why? It's like, 'cause I got fucking Paulie and Jason to do that shit.
Yeah, that's
I don't-
gay. They
I
lay
don't
down
wanna-
on their dicks and shoot people. I want to go see their
I
fucking pupils.
I want to kick the door in and shoot him in the fucking eye hole.
Yeah, see, that's too bloody. I can't get the blood in my mouth, and it's gross. I'm
No,
OCD.
that's why God created a mouthpiece.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm OCD, so I'll just do it from far.
All right, then. What else? Who else we got?
We can follow JD at
JD, where?
Bounty_Hunter_JD.
And what about the tattooy thing? The
The tattoos, the bounty. I don't fucking remember.
J. Delgado tattoos.
Jay Delgado
fuckaroni.
tattoos. I know.
Jesus Christ.
I only use that thing for like an online
For
portfolio.
like fucking
They're
business
Let me see
and
your
shit.
work.
I
I'm like,
don't
go to
know.
this page.
I only use it for fucking business.
I don't fucking do business.
Fuckaroni.
I do me.
We got to change it now.
To
What?
what?
To Lord.
Lord.
Oh, Lord Bounty Hunter.
Lord Drippy Snatch.
Whoa.
No? Okay,
Sounds
guess not. Sorry.
tasty.
Lord Wet Ass Pussy. Weren't we just talking about it?
Yeah.
Whap, 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 whap.
Is this what you came for?
No, I'm just here for the tattoo. Can
Yeah.
you keep the fucking hatchet wound away from me, please?
I'm just here for the women self-degrading themselves. Like, can you say that?
Self-degrading
You
themselves.
make me bleed my own blood.
Well, it's either that or you make me feel like dancing.
I like that too.
All right, then. Got anything else? That's a no. That's a fucking hard no right there.
That's a solid no.
Great podcast. Next fucking weekend, we're going to have the fucking shooters on. And then we're going to get a couple more fucking hard dicks up here. We'll tell you more as it progresses. Well,
We don't really know who's coming, but they're coming.
but it'll be cool. It'll be cool. And we're
They
gonna have fun.
always come.
Yes, they do.
That I think it sounded a little
That's a little bit gay, but whatever.
shit.
I was thinking.
When I said it out loud, I was like, "Whoa!"
Well,
Can
you
I
built
take
it.
that back, Harold? I want to
leave it.
Harold
Leave
don't
it.
want to take it back.
Leave it, Harold. Leave it, Harold. All right. That's it. We're out, you filthy fucking meat sacks.